right? So now how to build and utilize a customer data warehouse in less than 20 minutes, right? So first of all, I am well prepared all even before the call, because most of the data does not flow in real time into data warehouse. The things happen every 30 minutes or every 1 hour or so on, right? So I have basically collected some test data already, that I'll be showing to you, but I'll walk you through different parts of the entire customer data warehouse, right, setup. Now here there are two data sources that we'll use, right? First is a website that is built on Wix, right? I'll show you a dummy website that's built on Wix, which is a CMS, right? A product that is connected to the website, the product's built on Bubble, right? It's a very simple sign up and login page only, right? Nothing very fancy, right? I'll show you like how the data from these two places flow into customer data platform, which is we are going to use the Rudderstack because it has a freemium version, and I can show you like how it works, right? And then we'll connect Google BigQuery to Rudderstack and then flow that data into Google BigQuery. And then the most important bits, which is how do we write certain queries and get that data into BI and visualization tools, right? We'll use Looker Data Studio here. Then how can we set up alerts on the customer data warehouse and then send emails, for example, via Pipedream, which is an alternative to Zapier, right? Again, a freemium version, right? And then the third use case, which is how can we reverse ETL this data and activate the data using high touch and get that data into customer.io, right? Which is a product usage based emailing tool, right? So this is what we'll be covering here, right? Steps are very simple, right? These are 13 steps that we'll be taking, right? The first is obviously build our website and connect it to our product, right? Now I'll be shuffling from different windows, right? So at any given point of time, if you can't see something or if you have any concerns, do let me know, right? So I have built this website, right? Click Store, right? Basically, it's think of it as a SaaS that allows people to build, manage it, and deliver ads on different platforms, right? So it's basically an aggregator of all the ads platform for you. You authenticate your different ad channel, and then you'll be able to manage your ads from this place, right? It's a dummy website, right? But it's a SaaS. There is a pricing page, right? There is a pricing page, then people can start their free trial, or they can, if I go back to the home page, you'll see request a demo button as well, that they can request demo as well, right? And so on, right? Now if somebody clicks on start your free trial, they are taken to a Bubble app, right, that I've built, right? It's a very simple app, right? It's basically, this is a sign up page and then this is a login page, right? So nothing very fancy. And when the sign up and login are done, there's nothing else except a an alert that says that you have signed in or you have signed up, right? So now what we have done is we have used Google Tag Manager, right, to inject the number one thing, which is Rudderstack's JS library, right? What is Rudderstack JS library? It's basically a snippet of code that is injected on your website and on your product, and it starts it to track page view events, right? That an anonymous person visited the home page, then went into the pricing page, and then came back to the home page, and then went into request a demo, and after that clicked on start your free trial. All of this data is flowing into Rudderstack, right, in real time. Now I'll show you Rudderstack, right? There is this source website prod, right, that I've created. This is the JS snippet that we have, and if I take you to the live events and then open an incognito window, go to click store, right? You'll see that uh, a page view event is getting recorded, right? So you'll see this is real time events, right? So you are going to see somebody landed onto, okay, I need to clear these events from past before, and then go here. go to the pricing page, go to resources page, then go to contact page, right? And then click on start your free trial, right? All of these I'll show you. So link clicked, uh, right? Link clicked on the click store, right? Then link clicked, about was clicked. Then you can see resources was clicked. Then you can see page was scrolled a bit. There was start your free trial button that was clicked, right? And this was the URL, right, which is the product URL, right? Then once the person went to the product page, they scrolled immediately to 100 scroll depth, which is the entire page loaded, right? Now if this person, right, goes here and let me put my details here and I sign up, you'll see that you have successfully signed up comes up, right? And then if I go and take you here, right, you'll see user registered event showed up here, right? Test one at SaaS Growth Advisory, right? Then if I go to here on the login page, and I log in, right? Didn't find some issue, with this, right? But basically if it was working, if it was working well, it's not signing up in the UI, but it's firing the user sign in event, right? That this person signed up, right? So basically if I take you back to this, right, you can see that from the website and from the product, the data is getting flowed into RudderStack, right, using the JS snippet that we have, and then it's connected to Google BigQuery, right? So if I take you here and take you back here and show you connections, right? The website prod is connected to BigQuery prod, right? The data is now, if I show you events, right, live events, you will see, not right now, but every 30 minutes it's basically syncing the data, right, into Google BigQuery. Uh, so we are collecting the data already as of like few hours ago into BigQuery, right? So that's clear, I guess, right? Now assume that we have got the data. We already have the test data flowing in for a few hours into the BigQuery, right? How do we write different queries, right, on top of Google BigQuery? We go to Google BigQuery here, right? So I've written this one query here. It's a lengthy query, which is why, in order to save time, I wrote it before getting on the webinar. Right? This basically builds a unified customer profile, right? Meaning, if I put a filter here uh, that I want to look at the entire journey of a user who signed up using this email, right, show me the entire journey basically, right? So if I run this query, right, it will show me that earlier today, there was a page view that happened, which was the home page. Directly it happened, then the person scrolled 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%, right, clicked on the link, right, on this page, right, home page, and then filled a form on the about page, right? Then click the link on the about page and then landed onto the product, right? And then scroll the product page, the sign up page, and scroll and page view events are firing at, you can see, at the same, more or less the same timestamp, right, which is why they are not organized well. But the entire page loads 100% till 100%, and the page view event is fired, and then the person registered, right? And then the person signed in after that, right, after a few minutes signed in, right? So you see how by injecting JS snippet that is generated by RudderStack, onto the product and the website, we are able to get page view event, and then these are custom implementation, link clicks, form fills, and so on, that I've done using Google Tag Manager. But you can see that there is a possibility that you are able to monitor the entire journey across the product and the website, and get everything around the behavior, right? Everything around the behavior, the engagement, the attitude, the demographics. Right now I've not added user agent and the locale and all those things, but we are also capturing all of that metadata in here, right? So if I take you back to our slides here, right, data is flowing from both the places into Rudderstack, getting into BigQuery, and we can write these queries to unify the data and then connect that to, let's say, Looker Data Studio. For example, here I have built a sample dashboard. Right here, I can select certain emails. Right. For example, this is another test email that I have got. Right. This person viewed the page, which is landed directly on the product, and then registered directly, then signed in after registration. Right. So this is again that same query being run, but in Looker Data Studio. Right. How did I connect it? I can speak about it more, but basically, when you add a custom SQL as a data source, right, running on top of BigQuery, you are able to query that directly from Looker Data Studio, right? Now that is one use case of activating the data, right? The second is alerts, right? Now, what I've done is I am using this high touch as the reverse ETL tool, right? I have created a data model in here which basically gets me all the registered users, right? Get me the email when they registered, all the user agent locale and everything, right? From user registered table within the data warehouse. I'm getting those, and then I'm sending that to a Google Sheet, right? And that Google Sheet is here, right? So when somebody signs up, right, after a while, 30 minutes odd, right, the data will get synced from BigQuery into this sheet, right? And it will give me everything, right? That this person is using Mozilla, right, and using Mac, right, and this is the version and so on, right? English speaking or not, right? Things like those, right? Uh, and the event, right, which is a user registered, what page they came from, what was the title of that page, and so on, right? So it'll populate all of that, right? Now you can build alerts by listening to every time there is a new row in here, right? Send an alert to me on Slack, right? You can build different more custom alerts, like if somebody has completed the onboarding, right? Send me an alert on Slack or send me an email, right? A very simple implementation is this, right? Whenever there is a new user registered in this Google Sheet, right? Send email to self which says you use new user registered, this is the email and this is the timestamp at which it was created, right? This tool is Pipedream, right? Again, a freemium tool, right? That you can utilize. Now that's the second way, right, of utilizing your customer data in Google BigQuery, right? How do you activate it? The third is again, reverse ETL the data and send it to customer.io. Another method of activating the data. Here I'm using high touch again, right? I am using the same table, and now I'm sending it to customer.io, right? I have connected customer.io and I'm sending people, all the user registered as people into customer.io, right? So this sync again uses the same model that I have, right? And if I go into this, it will show me that it was last ran at 8:19 p.m., right before this webinar started, and it's saying three rows to customer.io, and these are the three rows, right? So basically, I have quickly shown you how product, website, and then CDP, the data warehouse, and then how to activate the data that is being collected in data warehouse, right? Now I know we are short of time, so I'll just quickly run through it. Right, the steps that I've taken: I've built the website, connected it with my product, injected Google Tag Manager container within both the website and the product. I have created a JS source in the CDP, which is the Rudderstack, and I've added it to again both the website and product via Google Tag Manager. I have implemented page scroll, link clicked events, user registered event, even user sign in event, right? These two steps I have not taken, right? But these are again more fancier implementation of customer data warehouse. Then I've enabled all the connection, verified the data collection. Then I wrote a SQL query to showcase the customer journey, right? Which is a unified customer profile showing you exactly what path did that specific customer took. Then I connected the data warehouse to a Looker Data Studio, showed you how a unified customer profile can be seen there. Then I showed you how to set up alerts via Google Sheets and Pipedream and send them as emails. Then I showed you how the data warehouse can be connected to a reverse ETL tool, which is high touch, extracted the data, and then sent to customer.io, which is the destination app. And then in the destination app, we can trigger different workflows, right? Once the data is received. So workflows being, if you go in the campaign here, in the onboarding campaign, or maybe I'll show you a segment, right? I'll show you a segment which is signed up, right? So I don't know why it says 0 people. It's because uh, the condition signed up is created ad should be present, and we have not sent created ad yet. But we can trigger different campaigns, right, based on different conditions in the destination app. So this is what happens in 60 minutes, right? This is about uh, customer data warehouse, taking from not knowing anything to how do you utilize the different tools to collect, store, analyze, and then activate the data that you have collected. Questions?